Something is about to change radically in your life, and it is no coincidence that you're seeing this right now. On a date already marked in the heavens, something will occur that many consider impossible. But someone beyond this world already knew. This message is not for everyone, it's for you. Listen closely, because this might be the sign you've been waiting for. This miracle will not be small. It will not be something you can explain with logic or understand with your natural mind. It will be a miracle so powerful it will transform everything around you. I will restore what was broken, bring life to what seemed dead, and return what you thought was lost multiplied. I am the God of the impossible, the one who opens paths where none exist, who resurrects what has been buried, and who brings rivers forth in the middle of the desert. I am the one who does not fail, who remains faithful even when you have doubted, the one who sees your pain in secret and rewards you in public. I proclaim peace over your mind. You who have been struggling with thoughts of anguish, fears that wake you at night, and burdens no one else understands, today you receive my peace. A peace that does not depend on circumstances. A peace that surpasses all understanding. I proclaim healing over your body. Every cell, every organ, every part of you receives my healing touch. Nothing escapes my power. What doctors could not do, I will do for you. Where they said there was no solution, I say, rise and walk. I proclaim restoration over your soul. It has been wounded, betrayed, abandoned. But I am the one who heals broken hearts. I am the one who restores the weary soul. You have walked in loneliness, cried in silence, but you are not alone. You never were. I have been with you every step, every breath. And today I lift you up with new strength. I clothe you with garments of honor and declare over you, you are mine. I chose you before you were born. I declare abundant blessings over every area of your life. Everything you touch will prosper if you walk in obedience. I open the windows of heaven to pour out blessings until they overflow. This is not just a new season, it is a spiritual dimension you've never experienced before. You are crossing the threshold into a time of fulfillment where you will see my promises come true, one by one. Stay here. Do not turn away. Do not silence this. Do not ignore this voice. I am speaking directly to your heart. I, your God, am calling you. You are about to experience the most incredible moment of your life. Even though everything around you may seem the same, I am already working in the unseen. Angels have been dispatched. Doors are opening, and what you once awaited with tears will be given to you with joy. The doors of financial freedom are opening. You will no longer live in lack. You will no longer live limited. You will have enough to bless others, to fulfill my plans, and to care for those you love. Imagine your life free from debt, without the burden of daily worry. Picture yourself doing what truly fulfills you, using the gifts I placed within you before you were born. I did not create you to suffer, I created you to fulfill purpose. Every step you take from today will be guided by my hand. You will feel joy where there was once anguish and find purpose where there was confusion. This is not just another message. It is a divine notice, a direct sign from heaven. I have scheduled a divine appointment with you, and I want you to know it clearly. The miracle I have promised will happen today at 9:09 a.m. That will be the appointed hour, the moment when you will see the manifestation of what you've waited for so long. It will not be late. It will not come out of season. I am the God perfect in timing and in works, and my word does not return empty. Prepare yourself. Seek my face, praise before you see, because what is coming is glorious and will serve as a testimony. The people who saw you cry will witness your victory. Those who did not believe will see my power in you. All of this will be for my glory. My beloved, do not stop. Do not look back. Hold tightly to this word and believe it with all your heart. Prepare yourself, for I am breaking old cycles, those that bound you for years, that kept you going in circles without moving forward. Cycles of lack, rejection, fear, and repeated failure are being destroyed. Today I cut them off by my power. I am opening paths your eyes have not yet seen, paths that were drawn in heaven before you were born. You are about to step into days of uninterrupted conquest. What once was resistance will now become momentum. You will move with lightness, with clarity, and with an inner certainty that only comes from my Spirit. Heaven is moving in your favor. Angels have been sent to prepare the ground, to guard your progress, and to protect every step you take. I am accelerating processes that seemed delayed for years. What the enemy tried to hinder, I am now releasing. I am straightening paths, removing obstacles, silencing discouraging voices, and pouring out an anointing of continual progress upon you. This anointing is not temporary, it is a seal that will accompany you in this new season. What once took years will now bloom in weeks. You will see answers come quickly, doors open with ease, and divine connections appear in supernatural ways. What once seemed impossible, I will bring to life with a single breath of my will, because nothing is too hard for me. I am the one who parts the sea, gives life to the barren, and makes walls fall with a shout of faith. From now on, every step you take will be accompanied by my supernatural grace. You will not walk alone. Each day you will receive signs. Each day you will feel my presence. Every effort you make will be multiplied by my favor. You are not investing in vain. You are not serving in vain. You are not sowing into barren ground. What you have done in obedience, even if unseen by others, will be rewarded by me. Each new day will carry the mark of my power. You will wake up with purpose, walk with direction, and rest with peace. This won't be just success as the world defines it, it will be a testimony that I am with you. I will raise you as a living sign that my power has no limits and that I do not forget those who trust in me. What was once darkness in your life will turn to light. I am the light that dispels all darkness. Even the areas you thought could never be healed, I am touching now. What was closed will be opened. Doors that remained shut for years will open effortlessly. The pain you once hid behind smiles and silence will be completely healed. You will no longer lie from the pain but from victory. You will no longer speak from the wound but from testimony. Miracles will follow you not because you begged but because you trusted. Though your faith was small, you placed it in me, and that was enough. I am beginning a new season in your life, a season marked by unstoppable wonders. You are going to experience a continuous movement of my presence. You will not only see my hand at work, you will live within my presence. You will walk surrounded by the supernatural and come to understand that it was never about your ability, but about my faithfulness. What begins now is a time of abundant harvest. You will reap what you sowed in tears. You will see fruit where there was once only dry ground. This is a time of full restoration. You will recover what was lost, heal what was broken, and receive more than you ever imagined. It is a time of constant growth, not seasonal, not occasional. You will live in increase, in expansion, in spiritual and material stability. The time of scarcity is over. The days of feeling you didn't have enough, of living on the edge, have been broken by my power. The waiting has ended. I have seen your faithfulness, your patience, your perseverance, and I say to you, now is the time. Walk with confidence. The doors are already fully open before you. Don't force them, just move forward. I'm going before you, leveling the path. Nothing can stop what I have started. This is your time. This is your miracle. I am your God, and I do not lie. My word is fulfilled. Just believe me, and you will see my glory. I am the one who knows every corner of your story, every hidden thought, every moment of silence when your soul could only sigh. I have been present from the beginning on your brightest days and in your darkest nights. Nothing has escaped my sight. Every step you took in pain, every attempt to keep going when your strength failed, every tear shed in loneliness, I have seen it all. I did not overlook it. I did not ignore it. I kept every tear as a testimony of your faith, even in the storm. What you are about to experience is not fleeting emotion or temporary comfort. What I am about to release in your life is the fulfillment of eternal promises. I have spoken from ancient times, and my words do not change. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. My plans for you were not written with human ink but with divine fire. And what I have decreed, no one can stop. I am undoing the knots that bound your soul for years. I am uprooting the lies you believed that you weren't enough, that you weren't loved, that your life had no purpose. I am placing a new identity upon you, the one that was written in heaven before your birth. You will no longer be defined by your past, by your mistakes, or by the voices that diminished you. You will be defined by what I have said about you, and my word is truth. I am raising up a generation that moves not by emotion, but by faith. You are part of that work. You are being restored, transformed, and empowered to live according to my will. You will no longer live guided by fear, but by certainty that I am the one who directs your steps, who orders your path, and aligns your desires with my heart. You will no longer walk in confusion or depend on the approval of others. You will move in obedience and freedom, because where my spirit is, there is freedom. Things that once seemed stagnant, dreams you thought were buried, plans you believed would never come to pass, I am resurrecting what you had buried, what you thought was over. It's only just beginning. I am expanding your territory and enlarging your vision. I am revealing things you couldn't see before because pain had clouded your eyes. Now I will lift the veil, and you will see clearly. You will see what I have prepared for you, and know that the wait was worth it. Prepare yourself, because everything is accelerating. I am shortening the time. I am bringing to fulfillment processes that others thought would take years. Not because you deserve more than anyone else, but because I have chosen this time to glorify myself through you. I am depositing in you an anointing of acceleration. What was out of alignment is now aligning. What resisted is now bowing to my authority. Where there was delay, you will now see speed. Where doors were once closed, they will now open effortlessly. This is not just about receiving blessings, it is about living under my governance, walking in integrity, and being a light in places of darkness. I am placing spiritual responsibility on you because I am entrusting you with what I cannot give to just anyone. I have tested your heart, purified your motives, and now I can give you more because you will not forget the source from which it comes. Every area of your life, that was once barren will begin to bear fruit. You will see fruit in your family, your relationships, your finances, and your purpose. You will experience restoration in your emotions, renewed strength in your body, and clarity in your mind. This will not be merely an external transformation, but a deep internal renewal. I am aligning every cell in your being with my original design. What was once a season of tears will now become a season of boundless joy. I will turn your mourning into dancing, your sorrow into songs of gladness, not as a fleeting emotion, but as a constant state of fullness in me. You will witness my glory in every detail, in the small and the great, in what you longed for and even in what you never dared to ask. For I do immeasurably more than what you ask or imagine, according to the power already at work in you. And when they ask you how it all happened, you will have only one answer: it was my hand. Because what I will do cannot be explained by human logic. Those around you will see it and know that I am God. They will marvel at how everything changed, how what seemed impossible suddenly opened. It will not be a coincidence, it will be the evidence that I fulfill what I promise. This is the time marked on my eternal calendar. This is the appointed hour. Everything I have done in you until now was preparation for this moment. What was once a process will now become purpose. What was a trial will now be a testimony. What was desert will now be a land of fruitfulness. You have crossed the invisible line between waiting and fulfillment. Do not look back, do not doubt, do not question, just move forward. I am bringing upon your life a revelation that will transform the way you see time, circumstances, and your purpose. For a long time, you walked with questions in your heart, searching for answers that never seemed to come. You tried to understand why some doors closed, why certain people walked away, why plans you sincerely desired did not prosper. Today I show you that everything you didn't understand before was part of a silent preparation for something greater, something you would not have been able to carry without first going through that process. It was not parliament, it was cultivation. I kept you from paths that would have stolen your peace. I closed doors that, if opened too soon, would have brought confusion instead of blessing. I allowed delays that protected your integrity. In each of these unseen decisions, I was showing you that my wisdom surpasses your understanding. What seemed like loss was truly protection. What felt like stagnation was actually an anchor to keep you from sinking. Now I am pouring out a wisdom that does not come from study or human experience, but from my eternal heart. You won't need to force opportunities or seek human approval, because I am positioning you in places where only my hand can place you. Favor is awakening around you not as a result of your human effort, but as evidence of my divine backing. Those who once overlooked you will now take notice, not because of who you are, but because they will see what I am doing through you. I am giving you new strategies. You will not repeat the patterns of the past. You will not return to old structures or move by imitation. I am doing something entirely original in you. There is a unique design I have reserved for this time, and you are part of that precise and detailed work. Don't compare yourself. Don't measure your progress by that of others. What I am building in you is beyond comparison. To natural eyes, it may seem illogical, but to spiritual eyes, it will be perfectly aligned. I will teach you to walk in discernment. Not everything that shines is my will. Not everything that seems right is aligned with my purpose. Therefore, I will sharpen your hearing, strengthen your vision, and steady your steps. You will make choices that not everyone will understand, but they will be led by my Spirit. I will separate you from the superficial to connect you with the eternal. You will no longer live at the rhythm of emotions, but in tune with my direction. I am creating space within you for a mature faith, not one that reacts to circumstances, but one that remains firm even when there is no visible confirmation. This kind of faith does not require signs to believe I'm working. It endures because it trusts my character. I'm shaping you through this faith. You will not remain where you are. You will grow, rise, and gain a perspective you've never had before. From that height, many things will make sense. I am clearing your surroundings not as rejection, but as purpose. Unhelpful connections will fade, distractions will lose their pull, and there will be clarity in your relationships, direction in your partnerships, and purpose in every encounter. I am bringing key people into your life. Some will be like pillars, others like doors, and others like bridges, but all of them will play a role in helping you move forward in the design I have laid out. Do not fear change. Every transformation you allow is a step closer to the fulfillment of my word. Every change I bring is filled with my peace. Even if there is movement within you, you will feel stability. Even when adjustments come, you will know it is all for your good. I am teaching you to flow with what comes from me and to release what no longer carries my seal. The knowledge you will receive in this season will not come solely from books or human words, but directly from my presence. In times of stillness, I will speak deeply to you. In the midst of noise, I will mark you with clear signs. I will not allow you to get lost or to take the wrong path. Where there was once uncertainty, you will now have direction. Where there was once doubt, you will now walk with confidence. The work I have begun in you does not stop. It is not fragile. It is not incomplete. It is whole. I never begin what I do not intend to finish, and I will not finish it in any condition, but in perfection. You are not a forgotten project. You are a masterpiece in progress, carried by my own hands toward a destiny filled with glory. I am writing a story with you, and each chapter to come will shine with more light than the one before. Nothing will be able to resist the advance I have declared. Every opposition will become a platform. Every difficulty will serve as testimony. Every challenge will bring a new manifestation of my faithfulness. I am placing stability where there was instability. I am bringing order where there was disorder. I am establishing a firm foundation that will not be shaken, no matter what comes. I have begun to activate within you things that were dormant for a long time, gifts you didn't know you had, talents that fear buried, visions that discouragement silenced. Now they are awakening with power. I am breathing new life into your inner being, an inspiration that does not come from your emotions, but from my spirit. What once seemed extinguished now shines with clarity. I am revealing to you what I placed in you from the beginning, before time even began, and I am activating it for this specific time, not to remain ideas, but to be lived out with conviction. I am strengthening your foundation so you no longer depend on the approval of others or on shifting circumstances. Your security will no longer come from what is visible, but from what is eternal. I am affirming your identity in my truth, not in past labels or the failures that once influenced your choices. I am removing the old garments that no longer represent you and placing upon you new garments, dignified, clean, and soaked in purpose. You will no longer walk bowed by guilt or limited by insecurity. You will walk with your head held high, knowing it was I who chose you and lifted you up. There is no part of your life outside of my plan. Everything you have experienced, even the most confusing and painful moments, has been woven with precision into the tapestry of your story. Nothing was in vain. Your failures were not your end, they were part of a foundation. that is only now beginning to reveal itself. I am teaching you to see with redeemed eyes, to interpret your past not through the lens of failure but through the grace that sustained you. As you embrace this, your heart will be healed, your perspective will shift, and your future decisions will be wiser, braver, and more aligned with my will. I am raising in you a voice of impact, not one that shouts, but one that carries the authority born from healing and restoration. Your words will be seeds that change the atmosphere. You will carry hope where others are lost and bring direction where there is confusion. You will not need to chase influence, for I myself will expand your reach. I will take you to places you never imagined and open doors that cannot be accessed through human means but only by divine intervention. I am giving you spiritual sensitivity. You will discern what lies beyond the visible. You will no longer react based on surface appearances but respond with the insight I reveal in the depths. This sensitivity will guard you from many errors, protect you from deception, and enable you to walk in wisdom among those who do not yet know me. I am not giving this to isolate you, but so you can be a light in the midst of crowds. I am not filling you just for yourself, but so you can be a channel of what I am pouring out. There will be moments when you feel a holy urgency of fire burning within you without obvious cause. That is my spirit stirring you to move, to speak, to pray, to give, to act. Do not ignore it. That stirring is a sign that my movement is near. I am accelerating things in the unseen, and part of your calling is to cooperate with that acceleration. What once seemed routine will now carry meaning. What once felt small will gain strength. Do not underestimate any act of obedience, no matter how simple it appears. I will also teach you how to steward what is coming. You won't just receive blessing, you'll learn to sustain it, multiply it, and use it with wisdom. The increase coming is not just for you, but for the fulfillment of a greater mission. There are people who will be touched by my love through your obedience. Lives will be restored because you chose to say yes when no one else would. The fruit of this season will not be measured in numbers, but in transformation. The impact you leave will be deep, marked with my glory. I am removing mental structures that limited you, inherited beliefs that don't reflect my truth, and patterns you learned that were not based in my word. I am freeing you from the reduced version of yourself that held you back. You were not born to live small, to hide, or merely survive. You were born to move forward, to reflect my character, to carry my name with honor. Everything that does not align with that purpose will be shaken and replaced. In this time, you will also learn to rest in me. It is not about running without direction, but about moving with precision. Every step you take will be guided by me. Even when others seem to move ahead, you will wait for my signal, and your steps will be more secure and enduring. You will no longer be led by haste, but by my peace. I am teaching you to rest in the midst of movement, to trust in the midst of uncertainty, and to remain in me while everything around you shifts.